Welcome in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This your boy Papa Ken, coming to you again on this beautiful moon day. Beautiful, beautiful moon day. All right, so what I wanted to get in today, I know it's been a minute since I posted a couple videos, but you know, trying to live a life and things of that nature. But what I wanted to talk to today, and the title, it goes, Brujo on a Budget. What does that mean? Well, it's more so of a Spanish term, meaning male witch, or bruja, female witch, brujeria. On a budget. Now, what we think of a witch or anybody that practice magic or spiritual alchemy, hoodoo, Ifa, any type of spiritual practice that you may require some things. So in today's society, we normally see people on television screens and they're able to live a life of wealth and practice a little bit of magic as well. So what are some of the things that we can do to conserve and save our dollars and also practice what we've been called to do? Number one, I have a few items too, and it's always helpful. One thing you're going to need is a candle. Very, very, very important. A candle, it gives us purification. A candle gives us light. Especially, it just depends on where you happen to light them. You can light them at your ancestor altar. You can light them on your working altar. You can light a candle to state a petition. But what's more importantly is the fact that these don't cost that much. They really don't. I got these 7-day candles. Well, it was this one and a series of other ones that I have currently in the works now. They were maybe like $1.78 at the dollar store. Maybe you can find some at your local Botanica. Well, if you don't have any type of spiritual store or I guess you can find them at most stores that have international products like candles. And what I liked about Super One, I'm gonna be honest, Super One had a lot of interesting things to choose from. So not only did they have this red candle, they had Santa Muerte, if you work with her. They have the 7 African powers, 7 potencias africanas. A lot of Ilegua candles were available, but mostly I kind of go with what I need at that moment. They don't cost much. The kind of candles that I like to use would be 7-day. And they're very easy to use. Most people don't like them because they're not sure of how to dress them. You know what I'm saying? You get a skewer or a wooden stick, punch holes in them, regarding the numerical way you're trying to manifest, and light your candle, put your energy in it. Okay, so we moved on with the candle since that's not costing that much. What else do we need with being a brujo on a budget? Okay, you're gonna need herbs. You are going to need herbs. Okay, well, see, for this, it can be dried, it can be powdered. It just depends on what you're using them for. Say for instance, if I needed a little bit of money magic, I would go with basil, cinnamon, basil, cinnamon, nutmeg, star anise. These are very, very easy to find. You'll find them at your local grocery store. You can find them at just about any other store that carries food, simple groceries like Vienna sausages, you know. What I love about these is the fact that I don't have to go out and look for bulks, because see, I can get however much I need and I still have a lot more. You know, I think I had this bottle for, ooh, I think I had this bottle for maybe like going on close to a year now. So basil is for money. Cayenne, again, you can find this at your local grocery store. Cayenne is for protection. It heats up. It gives purification. It banishes and protects. You gotta know your herbs. But this comes in a powder form. Now, the best way that I have used this, you know, and it's a little close to nothing. Maybe like what? $1, $2 maybe. I use this for banishing work, protection. Say if I need a little bit of something to heat up one of my love works, I use this. Yeah, so these are just one of the two main herbs that you guys will probably start off with if you're new within witchcraft, Wicca, hoodoo, Solomonic magic, they call it. I could be wrong, but you know, dealing with the seals and stuff. But another thing that you're going to need also, and sometimes they don't even cost that much, oil. This bad baby here is, I think this is my Mercury Retrograde oil that I infused. I had the ancestors to bless and charge it. Now, what's funny is the fact that as you see in this bottle, it's olive oil. I think that's a pepper in there, but let's see. Okay, there is a John the Cockerel root in the bottle as well. And, you know, you can make up your own oils. You can bless and infuse them. They come in very handy, but what most people like to go to, you know, for a go-to oil would be olive oil. That's my favorite oil to use. I go use it for my hair. You know, I'm natural, been what, 3 years. It's healthy for the skin, and some people back in the day, I think they use it for certain tinctures, and you also cook with it. So to start off with the oils, you know, you can use olive oil, or you can go to grapeseed, avocado, sunflower, or some people favorites. But you most definitely want to get invested into some oils. Now, specifically, what can you do with these? Don't talk about me. Okay, this would happen to be my money oil. Now, for YouTube purposes, I am not getting paid to show these people that I have the bottle for, but I use the olive oil and specific oils to bring about a specific change in money or prosperity works, you know. And again, the most important thing that I used as base was olive oil. Olive gives us that sense of prosperity. So you're most definitely gonna need that. I have a love oil. I'm not gonna show y'all that. That's my secret weapon. But another one would happen to be protection. You're gonna need protection oil. Now, this was used with olive oil as well, and a couple of ingredients, you know, cayenne, rosemary, and another things that I won't mention, but they're very helpful You know, it protects you, your body, spirit, your house, your car, the people around you. If you put it in a petition, it will work. You have to put the belief in it, you know, starting out with hoodoo and, you know, root work, things of that nature. You have to ask the essence of the plants and the herbs to activate for your specific need. Another thing that you will it would be good to invest in, but you know, it's not necessary, would be a crystal. Now, these particular crystals, it really doesn't matter. Sometimes they can be very basic. Sometimes they could be elaborate. You know, for instance, I have what you call here is a Oregon pyramid. And in this pyramid, it has citrine, I think aventurine, quartz is at the top. Lapis lazuli, I see a lot of turquoise too, and maybe jasper and selenite. So you're most definitely going to invest in the crystals. They're very good for protection. The spiritual properties of each crystal that you do get is very handy. Another crystal that I've invested in over the years, let's say I wasn't always into crystals, maybe till at least about 13. And I had got my first crystal quartz. I loved it. I did everything with it. And, you know, from 13 to 26, now you can imagine such a relationship that I've grown with crystals. So another one that is very handy is rainbow fluorite. See that? See that there? Rainbow fluorite. Rainbow fluorite, fluorite is very needy. I think it's for the third eye chakra. And the third eye chakra is right here between our brows. What it does is it stimulates focus and clarity when you're studying, you know, things that involves your mental power. It's very helpful, and I think I had this for a couple of months now. A friend of mine gave it to me, and I loved it ever since. Loved it, like loved it. Loved it ever since. And regarding crystals for protection, the best one that I think I always point out would be black tourmaline. This baby here works. Y'all see that? Black tourmaline. What this crystal does, it protects you from EMF rays from the environment. Sometimes we can get drained from it. And a lot of negativity within the environment and people as well. It will protect you. It will keep you from being drained. It will keep you from just being around negative Nancy's without your energy being drained, basically. So you most definitely want to invest in crystals. You know, it's not really important. So we went over crystals, went over the candles. Another one that I don't have on me, unfortunately, right now would happen to be spiritual waters. Spiritual waters are infused for the sake of protection, for specific spiritual purposes. You know, it can be used to cleanse, to purify. The most that everyone thinks of when we talk about spiritual waters would happen to be Florida water, or what's the name of it? Kananga water. I smelled it the first maybe like a year ago. It was very nice. The scent was very clean, but the effects that I have always gone to for Florida water would always happen to be the fact that it purifies and it cleanses. So that's definitely something that you want to invest in starting out. They don't cost much. Normally, the most that I've seen Florida water would happen to be at maybe like your local Walgreens, Rite Aid, stores like that. Um, Another very good spiritual water would happen to be rose water. Rose water is made from the extract of roses. And you can make these things at home. It just requires a lot of to get to know the herbs and the way you put them in there. So rose water, Kananga water, Florida water, those are some of the things that helps. And last but not least, you're going to need something for divination. Going about your journey, it's very helpful to invest in tarot cards. Some people use playing cards, some people use oracle decks, some people throw bones, some people like using cowrie shells. It doesn't matter as long as you use something to divine. The reason being is because people of color and certain ATRs, certain African traditional religions, they require divination, because if we were going to go to war and the local general wanted to know exactly how to move about his plans, one would divine to see, the probability and see the pros and cons and how to succeed or fail. So you're most definitely going to need a tarot deck or 2 or 3 or 4. I happen to have like 6 of them. So yeah, invest in a nice tarot deck. Make sure that you study it. And not only that, sometimes it's good to know the book meaning, but also use your intuition and try to decipher what the cards are speaking to you themselves. So yeah, I think see, I have cowrie shells, if y'all can see that. So yes, I throw shells. It's very helpful, very helpful. So, starting out your journey, just make sure that you don't spend that much. But if you have to, make sure that you are saving your money. That way, when things come about, you can use some of the things that you already have to create more. Yeah, I think that's it. So, to book a tarot reading with me, my email is kennysoswa20@gmail.com. My rates are usually $35 to an hour. Spiritual consultations, usually $35, $40. First come, first serve. Yeah, so I'm going to leave you out with a very precious pretty of mine. Her name is Lemurian Starseed. Y'all see it? This crystal is badass. I love it. Very badass. Shout outs to Oshun Aset Ma'at, because listening to her, I think it's for like a year it's been. But she has helped me along my journey to understand who I am as an individual and as a spiritual person. So yeah, shout outs to her. Yeah. So I'm going to close. I hope you guys have a very, very blessed, beautiful, beautiful moon day. Y'all be protected. Conjure that shit.